the government incentivizes people to stay on these programs. We help, like, if you make too much money, you get kicked off, and that too much money is not enough money to necessarily, like, why isn't it like a bracket? Like, if you make this and you go over this, then this is how many SNAP benefits you get. Like, it's kind of like a moving target where eventually you're taken off because then you are making a livable wage. But until then, we'll like baby step you until you're, you know, but it's just, what is it, 40? It's a crazy number. Can you look up the number, how many people are actually on SNAP benefits?
40 million people roughly receive
I thought it was
some amount
42 million, and I was going to say that, and it makes me sick to my stomach.
It makes me sick to my stomach, too. Like, the fact that there was going to be, like...
But no kings.
Right. The fact that there was going to be people unable to make it through the holidays if they couldn't get free government food this is, again, like, why I don't like when the government does things. Like, this is a condemnation on our culture. Have either one of you ever seen the movie? It's a boxing movie called Cinderella Man.
Yeah.
With Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
So there's a scene in that movie where they're so hard up during the Great Depression that he has to go get government money to turn the lights on and buy his kids some food. But when he makes some money as a boxer, one of the first things that he does is he goes back down and he gives the money back, right? Because he was so ashamed of having to take the government money to make ends meet that, you know, he wanted to pay the government back because he's not a bum.
Yeah.
And we don't have that as part of our culture anymore.
I mean,
there are whole swaths of that 40 million that want to go on social media and with long acrylic fingernails brag about how much SNAP benefits they get, how much they're making a month. Like, that's part of just a cultural rot that I don't think there's a government solution for, other than just taking the benefits away.
Well, I think too, we have started slowly trying to do that with the work requirements of like Section 8 and things like that. You have to work.
You have to apply. If you don't have a job, you have to apply for so many or whatever.
But then you only can do that for so long, where you have to start working 20 hours, and then like you only get so much over a whatever span. So like that has been a huge thing, and I think that will that will really help. But the SNAP program is inflationary to everybody that's not on it. If you don't use your SNAP, you lose it for and those people will go out and buy the food and then sell it at half price or whatever to other people. The fact that and also it's glaring in everyone's face that if you are on SNAP benefits, you are more likely to be obese. Because you are eating too much and you're eating processed foods, and it incentivizes people to overeat or eat high dense caloric food. That is inflationary. That is why beef prices are so high. That's why food prices are so high. If you dial back, part of the reason. Yeah. It's a huge I don't know exactly the percentage, but it's part of the reason that people just go out and buy it, whether they're eating it or not, or reselling it, or shipping it overseas, or whatever they're doing, all these different scams that they're doing. This is hurting people even more when you don't get it. You're paying for it via debt, and it's inflationary. And it does have to be looked at. The problem is, I don't know. Yes, we saw all the videos. Yes, we saw all the hit pieces on TikTok and stuff, and everyone's fed up with it. Politically, though, I just don't know how you go about. Are you going to do an investigation? Are you going to get a entry-level FBI person to go do an investigation on one person and then say you're no longer valid? Or I don't know how that works. I don't know how you undo this.
I have a solution. I have a solution.
Here we go.
We start off by building a nuclear power plant.
Okay.
And then with that nuclear power plant, we set up AI farm, whatever, next to it. And we just unleash AI auditors of the use of SNAP benefits.
Yes.
Everybody gets a SNAP card, so you can track all the transactions.
They already got it.
And
you've got
you can track the receipts. Yeah.
Right. You've got AI just going through and analyzing how it's used. You also have to go through and analyze applications that are filed, because you have
Dead
this
people,
for like
you got to clean the snap rolls.
well, that too, but I was talking about the people that with the work requirements.
Oh, yeah.
Because there are, I mean, look, with unemployment benefits in Texas, there's a requirement that you're applying to so many jobs. But you have people that are just applying to jobs that they're not going to get. They know they're not going to get, but they can check the box and say they submitted so many applications and were declined. You can have AI go through and be scouring all that to notice those patterns and just immediately start flagging people and then go after those people. Like that to me is a use of AI to like get rid of some of that waste, fraud, and abuse that we have in social services.
Well, and I also think with social services specifically around this is that we look at all of the immigrants that are on it as well. Specifically, like they busted a Somali group in Michigan that were buying all of this stuff, everything that they possibly could, and then they just ship it back, and it's all for Somalia.
Yeah.
And it's infuriating.
It's very frustrating that we
have homeless vets, we have homeless people, we have all of these, but we have these people taking advantage of our generosity and our dumbass programs. But
and they know it, and they're here specifically to do it. Yeah, they're like, hey, this is pillage time. They are the essential Vikings of this century.
They hold classes
on how to do it,
for how to do it and how to skirt the system.
Yep, it's really sick that and it's not. Here's the problem: it's not going to stop because there is an entrenched bureaucracy and political class that benefit from this. I mean, kind of the most easiest is Ilhan Omar and her district, right? Her district.
This is where it happened.
This is where
literally
it
happened in her district.
And I think the veil is being pulled back, but
they're adding more veils.
More veils. More. Yeah, you got to cover up.
But they're actually thinking about you can only need one eye. Women only need one eye to see. There's
Agreed.
Yeah, y'all are dangerous with depth perception. can't have women with depth perception.
Although the veils are coming back. You're seeing them in church now.
That's true.
That's starting to come back.
See them in the Catholic Church.
Yes, but they're very nice. So yeah, I think the AI thing is great. I don't know if there's actually the political will. I feel like, again, these politicians, they need an issue to bicker about. They need them fixing these things is the equivalent of a drug company actually fixing a disease.